All right, let's jump into something really cool today.
Okay.
We're doing a deep dive into kind of festival culture and alternative spirituality
Right.
with a little bit of online learning. And
Yeah.
all this kind of comes together
Yeah.
in the Starwood Festival.
The Starwood Festival, yeah.
Have you heard of this?
Yeah, it's been called the longest-running transformational festival in North America.
Really?
Yeah.
I've heard it described as Burning Man
Mm-hmm.
meets a lifelong learning retreat,
That's a good way to put it.
but it's been going on for decades.
It has, yeah.
So this is not just about, like, going to a festival, though, right?
Right. It's about understanding this whole cultural phenomenon
Okay.
and how it's moved into the digital age,
Yeah.
with the Winter Star Symposium.
So there's an online component.
There is, yeah.
And plus, I heard that they're doing some charitable work this year
That's right, they are?
with hurricane relief in North Carolina.
Yeah, yeah.
So we've got a bunch of articles and, like, festival guides here to help us kind of peel back the layers of this.
Yeah.
So what have we got?
Well, Starwood, as I said, it's known as the longest-running transformational festival in North America.
Right.
And it really seems to have earned that reputation, yeah.
Okay.
It's a week-long immersion in music, workshops, rituals,
Okay.
all centered around personal growth
Mm-hmm.
and building community.
Nice.
And of course, there are the legendary fire rituals.
Fire rituals. What is that all about?
That sounds intense.
Yeah,
right?
that does sound pretty intense.
Well, fire has always held this powerful symbolism
Yeah.
throughout history,
Yeah.
in different cultures,
Oh,
thinking about like purification, transformation,
okay.
even like a primal connection to
Yeah.
the natural world.
Right.
So it makes sense that a festival like Starwood,
Yeah.
which is all about alternative spiritualities,
Yeah.
would use such a strong symbol like fire.
Makes you wonder what kind of energy is going on there, right?
Mhm.
Exactly. It's definitely not your average bonfire.
Yeah.
Along.
Yeah.
Festival.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
But it's not all like super intense stuff, right?
No, not at all.
It seems like there's a wide range of stuff for a lot of different people.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
They really emphasize inclusivity.
Okay.
And you can see that in the huge variety of what they offer.
Uh-huh.
Past guests have included everyone from Timothy Leary and Terence McKenna,
Wow.
even people from the Church of the Subgenius.
What?
Yeah, it's quite a mix.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's quite the lineup. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So what about if you can't actually like go to Starwood?
Yeah. Well, that's where this Winter Star Symposium comes in.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the online thing.
Exactly. It brings that Starwood magic online.
Nice.
So for just $30, you can get a curated selection of workshops, live-streamed musical performances.
Okay.
You can even participate in rituals online.
That's pretty accessible.
Super accessible, yeah.
Yeah.
And some of the money this year goes to hurricane relief.
That's right. A portion of the
Yeah.
proceeds go to hurricane relief.
That's really cool.
Yeah. It's a great initiative.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So let's talk about some of these presenters because
Right.
they have all these like experts
They do.
on all different kinds of things.
Yeah.
From feral magic.
Feral magic.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool.
That sounds intense.
Yeah.
What do you think that is?
I don't know. What is it?
Well, it's all about tapping into untamed primal energy
Oh,
that exists in nature and within us.
interesting.
One of the presenters, Denny Sargent, he
Okay.
puts it that way,
Yeah.
He even plans to guide people through a hands-on ritual.
Wow.
Imagine connecting with animal spirits
Hmm.
and harnessing that raw energy.
Okay.
It's pretty different from like a more ceremonial approach to magic.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I like that idea of tapping into something primal.
Yeah,
I feel like we've lost touch with that a lot in the modern world.
precisely. And I think that's why something like feral magic really speaks to people.
Yeah.
It's a way to reconnect with those deeper instinctual parts of ourselves.
Totally.
Yeah.
So another presenter who caught my eye was Erica Sodos.
Okay.
She teaches kitchen witchery.
Kitchen witchery.
Yeah.
That sounds interesting.
I know, it's all about blending magic into everyday life, especially through cooking.
Oh, cool.
And get this, she's also a magician and a mentalist.
Oh, wow.
So that's an interesting combination.
That's a unique combination for sure.
Yeah.
The idea of kitchen witchery really resonates with a lot of people
Yeah.
because it makes magic seem more accessible.
Right.
It's not about these big, elaborate rituals,
Yeah.
off in some special space. It's about finding the magic
Yeah.
in everyday things,
Yeah.
like making a meal.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And with her background being in magic and mentalism, I'm curious to see like
I know, me too.
what she does, what kind of unique twist she brings to it.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
definitely not going to be your grandma's cookbook.
No,
No, not at all.
not at all. No.
Yeah.
Okay. So then we've got Phil Farber.
Phil Farber.
Yeah, and he's exploring like
Yeah.
the intersection of belief and reality,
Interesting.
which I've always been fascinated by that.
Yeah, me too.
And his background is in hypnosis and NLP.
That's cool.
Yeah, so that just makes his work that much more interesting to me.
What's really interesting about Phil Farber's approach is
Yeah.
that he challenges us to really question the nature of reality.
Okay.
It's so easy to just accept things as they are,
Right.
to believe that what we see and experience is like the objective truth.
Right, right.
But he digs into the power of belief systems.
Mm-hmm.
You know how our culture conditions us,
Right.
and even the way language is structured,
Yeah.
to show how our reality is often something that we've built in our minds.
It's like he's saying, wake up, Neo.
Exactly, right.
Right.
But instead of offering a red pill, he's giving us tools like critical thinking
Yeah.
and self-awareness.
I like that.
Yeah, and with his background in hypnosis and NLP,
Right.
he probably has some pretty amazing techniques for helping people to shift their perspectives.
Totally. And those are just a few of the people presenting, right?
Oh, they're just a few.
We've got Ian Corrigan talking about deity work in pagan and occult practices.
Right.
Holly D'Angelo is exploring the Western Esoteric Tradition.
Mm-hmm.
Koshak Swaminathan is diving into the world of Ganesh magic and manifestation.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of different stuff.
It's amazing how Winter Star, even though it's online,
Yeah.
manages to capture the feeling of the in-person Starwood Festival.
Yeah.
Like it's a smaller version of
Yeah.
the bigger event.
It's like a sampler platter of
Yeah, yes.
alternative spirituality.
It is.
Yeah.
And all for a price that's less than a fancy coffee.
Right.
It's amazing.
That's crazy.
It's a great opportunity to learn and explore and connect. And, you know, you are supporting a good cause too.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So before we get too deep into like the workshops and
Sure,
rituals online and everything,
Right.
let's step back for a second.
Okay.
What do you think the popularity of Starwood and now this online version, Winter Star,
Mm-hmm.
what does that tell us about how spirituality and community are changing
Yeah.
in our digital world?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
I think it shows that people want connection and meaning,
Uh-huh.
and they want to experience things that are beyond the ordinary.
Okay.
You know, people are really searching for authentic ways
Yeah.
to connect with their spirituality.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's through ancient traditions or modern ideas or even a mix of both.
So it seems like the digital age is kind of challenging
Yeah,
and changing how we think about spirituality.
absolutely. It's both challenging and expanding it.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
events like Starwood and Winter Star
Yeah.
are really leading the way
They are at the forefront.
in that change. Yeah.
Yeah.
Giving people places to come together to
Oh.
learn and explore.
In person and online.
Yeah.
It's really interesting to see how these events are adapting
Right.
and doing so well in our digital world.
Well, let's hear more about some of these presenters.
Okay.
I'm really curious about Denny Sargent and that feral magic.
Yeah, me too.
What do you think about that?
What's interesting about Denny Sargent is that he emphasizes tapping into a primal power
Okay.
that many people feel disconnected from,
Yeah,
you know,
right.
in modern life.
Yeah.
He seems to be drawing from these ancient shamanic practices
Mm.
where working with animal spirits and nature's energy
Yeah.
were really important to their spiritual life.
Okay.
Imagine connecting with the wisdom and power of animals,
Yeah.
channeling their instincts and strengths
Yeah.
to help yourself grow and transform.
Wow.
It's a powerful concept.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really speaks to that desire to connect with nature that so many people feel, especially in our tech-driven world.
Uh-huh.
It's like there's this raw power inside you,
Yeah,
and it's connected to nature.
exactly.
Yeah.
And the fact that he has this hands-on ritual
Yeah.
just makes it so much more interesting.
It's not just theory, it's about really experiencing it.
Exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
so how about Erica Sodos?
Oh, yeah.
And that pitch and witchery. It's
Yeah.
all about finding magic in everyday things.
Right.
But, you know,
Yeah.
the term kitchen witchery
Yeah.
always makes me laugh a little.
It's kind of funny.
It does.
Yeah.
It seems so, I don't know.
Domestic, right?
Yeah, domesticated. It's
Yeah.
a little too, like,
Tame.
tame. Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
But there's also something kind of brilliant about it.
Yeah, I think so too.
It takes magic out of this, like, esoteric realm
Right, right.
and brings it into our homes.
Yeah,
It's like magic doesn't have to be this big, scary thing.
exactly.
It can be part of everyday life.
It could be in simple things like cooking.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And for people who might be intimidated by the more, like, I don't know,
Yeah, complicated.
the complicated magic stuff,
Right.
this feels very approachable.
Totally.
Like, yeah, I can stir a potion in my soup.
I can handle that.
Exactly.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's really about doing everyday things with intention,
Right.
being mindful.
Yeah.
And knowing Erica, you know her background.
Yeah.
I bet she brings in some psychology and suggestion into her teaching.
Oh, interesting.
Imagine cooking a meal
Yeah.
that nourishes your body and your soul
Right.
and helps you make your dreams come true.
Yeah. I like that.
It's like a whole new way to think about cooking.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
So we have Denny Sargent. He's into primal energies.
Mm-hmm.
Erica is bringing magic into cooking.
Right.
And then we've got Phil Farber. He's like messing with reality.
Phil Farber's work really makes you think differently about how you see things. It's easy to just assume that what we experience is the truth.
Right, yeah.
But he shows how belief systems, our culture,
Yeah.
and even language
Yeah.
all shape how we see the world.
It's like he's trying to wake us up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, don't take things for granted.
Yeah, exactly.
And the cool thing is,
Yeah.
he's not just pointing out the illusion.
Right.
He's giving us ways to break free,
Okay.
to get rid of beliefs that hold us back.
So it all comes back to transformation.
It does.
That's what Starwood and Winterstar are about.
It's a common thread.
Yeah.
Whether it's through fire rituals or animal spirits or exploring reality,
Yeah.
it's about helping people evolve
That's cool.
and expand their consciousness.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
And Winterstar gives you a taste of all of this.
It does.
Without having to go to the festival.
Yes, like a preview.
And it's so much cheaper.
It is way cheaper.
Yeah.
It's like a gateway
Yeah,
to the whole Starwood experience.
totally.
Yeah, and it's for a good cause.
Right, with the hurricane relief.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, there are so many other people and workshops at Winterstar.
Oh, yeah, tons.
It's like a buffet for your mind and spirit.
It is.
Yeah. So you mentioned Ian Corrigan earlier.
Yeah.
He's into deity work.
Right.
What's that all about?
Well, deity work is a big part of pagan and occult practices.
Okay.
It's about building relationships with gods and goddesses,
Okay.
through rituals and prayers and offerings.
Okay.
It's not about worshiping in the traditional way,
Right.
but more about connecting with these powerful energies
Mm-hmm.
for guidance and support
Okay.
and to help you grow.
So it's like having a divine mentor.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Okay, cool.
And what's cool about Ian Corrigan's approach is he really focuses on the personal experience.
Okay.
He says it's important to find your own path
Yeah.
and connect with deities that resonate with you.
That makes sense.
It does. Yeah. He encourages people to go beyond just reading about it
Yeah.
and to really explore these relationships through their own intuition.
So it's less about rules and more about connecting with the divine in your own way.
Exactly.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Now, what about Holly D'Angelo?
Oh, yeah. Holly.
She's exploring the Western Esoteric Tradition.
Right.
That sounds intense.
Yeah, it's a big topic.
What does it even mean?
Well, the Western Esoteric Tradition,
Okay.
it's like a bunch of mystical and philosophical systems that have been around for centuries.
Uh-huh.
Things like alchemy, Qabalah, astrology, hermeticism.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Holly D'Angelo is known for explaining these complex ideas in a way that's easy to understand.
Okay.
She connects them to modern psychology and art
Cool.
and spirituality.
So it's like ancient wisdom meets modern thinking.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I like
Yeah.
that. And then there's Koshek Swaminathan.
Goshe.
Yeah, he's all about Ganesh magic and manifestation. I'm really curious about this.
Yeah.
Because like Ganesh is like the remover of obstacles, right?
That's right. He's often associated with new beginnings.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So what's Koshek's approach like?
Well, he blends traditional Hindu teachings
Okay.
with modern manifestation techniques.
Interesting.
He focuses on using Ganesh's energy,
Yeah.
to help people achieve their goals
Mm.
and overcome challenges.
Okay.
He uses mantras and visualizations
Okay.
and rituals that have been passed down for generations.
Wow.
But he also says it's important to align your intentions with your actions. You have
Yeah.
to take practical steps
Yeah.
towards what you want.
So it's not just wishing and hoping.
No, it's about doing something.
It's about action.
It is.
I like that. It's holistic.
It is, yeah.
And I think that's what's so cool about the Winterstar Symposium. It's not just about learning about stuff.
Right.
It's about experiencing it
It is.
and using it in your life.
It's about integrating it
Yeah. Yeah.
and transforming yourself.
Exactly.
It's amazing that Winterstar can do all this online.
Yeah, it really is a testament to online platforms
Yeah.
to bring people together
Yeah.
for connection and learning and growth.
Yeah.
Even though it's virtual,
Uh-huh.
it still captures the spirit of the Starwood Festival.
It does, yeah.
You know, with all its diversity.
Right, yeah.
And focus on personal change.
Yeah.
And that strong sense of community.
I think a virtual bonfire.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Bringing people together from all over to
Yeah.
share ideas and try new things.
Right.
Yeah. Maybe even spark a personal revolution or two.
Maybe even spark a personal revolution. I like that.
Yeah.
That sense of community is so important.
It is.
Especially these days.
Yeah.
When things can feel pretty isolating.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like we're all looking for those people who get it.
Yeah, those kindred spirits.
Yeah.
People who understand that desire for something more.
Exactly.
You know, it's fascinating how these festivals,
both online and in person, are becoming like modern-day mystery schools.
What do you mean?
They're giving people a space to come together,
Okay.
learn from experts, and connect with others who share their interests.
Right, so you find your tribe.
Exactly.
But it's not about where you live or who you know.
Well,
It's about
a shared purpose,
a
desire for exploration and transformation.
and maybe a little magic.
And with Winterstar being online,
Yeah.
it just makes it that much more powerful.
Right, because anyone can join.
Exactly, no matter where you are.
Yeah.
It breaks down all those barriers.
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the digital age is creating this web of connection.
It is.
Bringing together people who might never have met otherwise.
That's right.
And it's not just about listening and learning.
No, it's about doing,
Yeah.
participating, engaging.
Right, you're immersed in the experience.
Exactly.
You try new things.
You connect with people on a deeper level. It creates this shared energy
I like that.
that goes beyond the limitations of the digital space.
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
And for those who are kind of curious,
Mm-hmm.
but maybe a little hesitant
Yeah.
about this whole alternative spirituality thing.
I think Winterstar is a great way to test the waters.
Oh.
You can try out different workshops,
Yeah.
listen to different perspectives,
Yeah.
and see what feels right for you.
It's like a tasting menu for your soul.
Exactly.
Well, I'm sure our listeners are eager to learn more about Winterstar
They probably are.
and maybe check out some of these presenters.
Yeah.
Do we have a link to the website?
We do. We'll put it in the show notes.
Okay, great.
So everyone can go and explore the schedule and all the amazing things they offer.
Perfect.
Who knows? Maybe some of our listeners will even sign up.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do another deep dive after the symposium.
Oh, I like that idea.
We could share our thoughts.
Yeah, compare notes.
Yeah, and see what resonated with us.
That would be fun.
It would.
Yeah.
But for now, as we wrap up our exploration of Starwood and Winterstar, what's the one thing you want our listeners to remember?
I think the key takeaway here
Okay.
is that people's desire for connection and meaning and something bigger than themselves.
Yeah.
It's finding new ways to express itself in this digital age.
Okay.
Festivals like Starwood and Winterstar, they're not just events.
Right.
They're movements.
Okay.
Showing us that the way we connect with spirituality is changing.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and as technology keeps changing,
Yeah.
I'm excited to see how these movements adapt and grow.
Right. And connect us in new ways.
Exactly.
Well said.
Thanks.
So to our listeners, we encourage you to explore Winterstar and embrace the possibilities of this digital world.
It's a brave new world.
It is.
And keep looking for those connections that really light you up.
That's great.
Yeah.
Until next time,
Yeah.
may your journey be filled with wonder and discovery.
And a touch of magic.
Always a touch of magic.
See you later.
See ya.